Hello Pisces, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Pisces and the message is actually just for you, so feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind, these are general and timeless readings. Everything that you need to access is, okay, I am going to take them, is down below in the description box, which is my website link and Instagram handle. And yeah, I just post more crazy things on quantum physics and stuff like that that I play around with. And thank you guys so much just for liking, subscribing. Thank you for all the ways you've been here and supported the channel. And let's dive in, see what wants to come out. We shall see, we shall see. We already have the archetypes, so I really could just get going on that. Okay. All right. Whoa. There's some kind of masculine here, all right? Like, I'm not even gonna mess around on the gender because this is very gender specific. There's a masculine that I think you've been dealing with. For some of you guys, it's romantic feeling, or this is just like a prominent person in your life right now. You could be dealing with them in some way, shape, or form. And so be semi-fluid about where this person is, you're interacting with them in your life. But this masculine actually might be highly intuitive, or is pretty balanced with even their feminine side, which isn't to say that they're necessarily like acting overly feminine. It's just like they're in touch with their intuition. Like, they don't deny it, they don't reject it. This person, this masculine's highly intuitive. That's someone that I guess is talking about something about like, this feels really profound, this person that's coming in. You also could have felt like this person, there's really interesting things about this human that you just like, only you would know. There are specific things to your life that are maybe even like this person is a manifestation at this particular time in your life. This person also could have strangely reached out to you, and there was even something profound about how they reached out to you, or the timing. They could be connected to you quite a bit, and then intuitively they just felt something while you were going through some kind of process. Maybe it was a challenging time, and this masculine's been picking up a lot on your energy, and it could be helping you because there's something here about, like, I'm getting it's connected to your sensitivities, Pisces, like with this sensation, and then we have this perseverance. Okay, so right now, yeah, that's Jupiter in general. You might just have to stick with something and have faith more than everything about your process. And I do feel like there's positive things that are coming in. They might not have felt the most enjoyable, but your belief is going to be really important right now, like a belief. And I have to say that's probably the most positive thing about Pisces, even though some people can either love or hate a Pisces, but I feel like in general you get along with most people. Like, you just have this ability to get along with different personality types. But right now in your process, there's a masculine that's feeling like you're observing you as persevering. And there's something about your sensitivities that keep playing a part in this. Almost like this is like Nine of Wands energy, where maybe sometimes you're dealing with some kind of physical sensation, and it's like causing some kind of manifestation that like maybe feels like it's presenting obstacles, or it drags your energy down. Whatever it looks like, you could be working through that process slowly but surely. This is kind of appropriate. Wow. So we have the Page of Cups, and then the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. For some interesting reason, I want to say that this is your energy. And I feel like your ability to be kind of light and playful in situations, or not so emotionally heavy, will be beneficial. Because people could be coming across you like that you're coming across as a page, a little intuitive, or maybe someone could be experiencing you as being pure, or maybe even a bit too naive to be going through something as challenging as what you're taking on. There could be something interesting like that. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which makes me kind of think that's like the Mercury retrograde, to think before you really sign any contracts or to really commit to something. Because maybe it's like it would develop into something more. So this would be, maybe it's a new thing developing, but you haven't, like, maybe you're still kind of roaming around the idea with it. Oh, because we have the devil. Well, that makes sense. Okay, so we have the devil here. And we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. And the Ace of Swords reverse. Alright. Well, your energy is coming in the right side up. I just feel like there's something in your environment that's kind of deceptive. We have the Six of Swords. That's in the upright. We have the Two of Pentacles. Oh, this is so appropriate. Okay, I had to make sure there wasn't another card behind that. Two of Pentacles. There's some kind of telepathic or psychic masculine, and they might have done something, or like maybe there's an influencing part, because there's something about picking up on each other's energy really prominently. We have the Knight of Wands reverse. Yeah, that could be an impulsivity. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. That's really interesting too. Okay. And the Hierophant is in the reverse. Okay, this is a really weird scenario. All right. You, like, I'm getting a combination of things. If you're coming across as this Page of Cups, which I am going to stick with, because there's just something about, like, just this really sweetness about you, and you're such a little empath. And I feel like there's honestly just some tricky situations going on around you. Here's what I think is going on, because you have the Devil over here, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. There's a person that's trying to develop something that they might have actually taken from you and your energy, because the Page of Cups actually might be that you, like I said, you might not know what's going on. Or this person might think that you're gullible and you're just going to keep, like, doing something, and they can kind of benefit off of you in some way. And there's something here about someone else being tied to this situation. If something was taken here, they can't get it to really be concrete. Like, they're either experiencing delays, or there's something here about false information, or they don't have the answer. Because you might actually be with the Page of Cups. You could have this thing about you that's, like, it's not to say that you don't completely have an ego. Maybe some of you guys might not, actually. But the other thing is that you don't, I think a lot of the time you don't have this strong ego that comes in and has to be tamed. It feels, because of that, the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like you have access to something intuitively, or your unique qualities at this time that is why this situation is playing out. And there's a person here in the environment that I think has just become really fixated on you, and maybe they don't even know why. It could just be because they've had a taste of you in some way. Like, either you influence, like if you interacted with a person and they experienced something very positive by either mimicking you or by even just after the interaction, they could have felt like something very profound and interesting happened once they interacted with you. And now they're creating a little bit of a fixation. And so that's what I think is going on, is because you have almost like a pure channel to, or something that you're able to do, because Page of Cups is a variety of things. Like, it's an empath, obviously, or highly sensitive person, and you've got this thing going on with your sensations. Like, almost like people wouldn't tell you this, but you just pick up on things, and when you say them and you communicate them, they might not seem like anything to you, but the people around you get answers that way. They get intuitive hits and things like that, and then they receive things. So that's almost like, I think that's sometimes why you can potentially attract people that become very obsessed with your energy, or they even start to merge along the side of being controlling, because there might even be this element of you that seems like it just attracts this type of person. Also, the other thing too, and I was getting this in a reading, this interesting combination came out in like Aries reading a couple of weeks ago. And so there's someone here that has this fixation or obsession with you. And like I said, they could have strategically tried to take something of yours or do something off. But like I said, they can't, like, there's some things that are off about the karma of whatever they're taking, that almost there will be a backlash to that. They probably don't realize it yet, because they are just have a lot of negative energy that's generating from this. But anyway, so this person could have had a strategy in mind when it came to you, because they either want to control your behavior, like this person's obsession, like maybe if you've been no contact or something, if you're not communicating, if you've held back on communications, or you've just kind of kept that closed down, there's a person that wants to do specific things at this time to maybe activate that part of you, to make you open up and communicate. So that's partly why a lot of actions and strategies that they're doing, that's the foundation of what they want. They want you to turn this around or open up the lines of communication. So that's something to keep in mind, is if you're really freaking strong, which I think is also something to be acknowledged, because I think this person keeps underestimating you, because they might come across you as a Page of Cups and they think that they keep like miscalculating your gullibility or something, but it's not like right, or whatever they're interpreting about you, it might be different than their first interaction with you. But here's the other thing too. So yeah, if someone took something from you, a lot of their movements and strategies are all planned here. You might even see patterns that are going on, or you might be receiving like impulses in some way with what you're picking up, your sensations. I think that they're accurate. It just might be taking some time for you to interpret your sensations, because it's like you're probably so freaking intuitive and you're like seeing everything going on. I also get that someone's trying to kind of like, if you do something, let's say that you've embraced a lot of your shame and guilt, like there could be this thing about you where you have a good relationship with yourself, and that's why you're sitting in the Page of Cups upright, which has more room for development, but you could be doing something new, you're investing in something new, so you're experiencing new emotions and things like that, but it looks like it's moving in a healthy direction. And I'm also getting that whatever you've embraced about yourself, there could be a person that wants to test that. Like, let's say that you have a skill or something that you're really good at, or something that people would want. Like, I'm getting that someone doesn't believe you and they want to test you. I don't know, that's like the weirdest thing that I've ever picked up on. And it's like, people might be, you know, people that are really intuitive or psychic, because that literally, that's what the definition of that card is it's like the feminine that exists within the masculine, but it's these high intuitive abilities. And let's say that someone, I don't know if there's gaslighting tied to this, because there could be something there going on, but it's like there's a person that might, maybe they just want you to feel like defensive. That's interesting. None of these cards really scream defensiveness, but maybe they want you to over explain yourself, and that would give away your power in some way. But yeah, I'm picking up a weird thing where this person might want to make you question your own strengths and make you think that you don't really have that ability, but you really do. It's like, that is the strangest thing I've ever picked up on, but it's like something interesting like that. And it's like, you have an ability, you have some kind of, your sensations are correct. It's just like, it's like when people, you know, when people test intuitive people and they're like, okay, well, where are my keys? And you're like, well, intuition or like psychic abilities, it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you just get things. I wonder if you're developing something right now tied to that, and you're still kind of like learning about it. And so there's something very interesting tied to that. But yeah, these people are making movements. There even could be some upcoming travels where these people kind of feel, there's a couple here. There's a couple tied to this devil situation, and I think these people could have been against you in some way, or there was some kind of stalemate about what was taken here, because maybe it was even someone else that had an obsession with you, and they had this strategy to take something from you, but they had it connected to someone else that seems innocent or something. And that could be the stalemate, is like, these people feel what they have is theirs, but it's not really. And some kind of interesting situation around that. You could still be figuring out how to deal with this situation, or the next part of your process. There could be some movement that's coming in where maybe this is even your process. You're coming out of the Ace of Pentacles. You could have made a new movement, and you're still kind of juggling some things here, trying to get the hang of your process and accomplish some tasks and goals. And in general, though, I feel like you're coming out of a deep, maybe it's out of hermit mode or out of some kind of isolation period. You could actually be interacting with more people now. And I do think that's a very positive thing. It doesn't mean that you're not going to come across challenges, but I do think that's like your medicine right now. Anyway, let me dive into the extended. I'll see whatever else wants to come out. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, see it over there. But Pisces, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you so much love. Wishing you all the very best. See you in the next reading. Take care.